Hey folks, and welcome to the latest installment of Dave's Impressions. This time around, Nioh. Nioh feels like if Bloodborne and Onimusha had a love affair. These impressions were taken from playing the game for around 6 hours. Enjoy! I dug the setting of Nioh right away. We play an Irishman imprisoned in the Tower of London. The English have started toying with alchemy to give them an edge in their war against the Spanish. A spirit helps William break out of prison before it is absorbed by an adversary. William decides to chase this man to Japan, discovering a village attacked not only by invaders, but by demons as well. Yokai. Nioh plays a lot like the Souls games. I'm specifically reminded of Bloodborne because while in Bloodborne you could attack enemies to rally back health, in Nioh a well-timed press of the right bumper after any attack will revive a chunk of the stamina bar. I also felt that while blocking was possible, the game emphasizes dodging as its main defensive strategy. Instead of an interconnecting world, Nioh has levels. The exploration of the Souls games is still intact due to branching pathways and hidden items tucked around corners, often guarded by foes. Sometimes there is only one way forward, such as the burning village, while other times you can find multiple paths towards the same choke point, like the house before the locked door at the start of level 2. I think I felt a greater sense of progression using this structure because I knew that I was slowly making my way towards a boss before entering another self-contained area. It encouraged my exploration because I didn't have to worry about stumbling into an area too high level for me to handle. If I wanted such a challenge, there were plenty of phantoms I could summon, the ghosts of other players who have died. The real checkpointing as I made my way through the stage was definitely defeating the yokai. Once they're dead, they don't respawn. They're tough, large, and the field they create slows stamina recovery if stood in. It also tanked my frame rate, making the fights more difficult. Through using the living weapon power or just patience and positioning, I made my way through all the challenges the game had to throw at me up until I reached the second boss. I wouldn't be surprised if most players give up at the second boss. I wondered if I was going to defeat it before my 6 hours were up. It took almost half my playtime to overcome this challenge. The problem is the boss has a long reach with its attacks in a cramped fighting space. Trying to get behind it is futile because of some nasty swing-arounds. Baiting is key, triggering certain attacks that I knew could be dealt with and not being too greedy when going in for a couple of swipes. The second phase of the fight is in many ways easier because the moves are more predictable, but it still took me a long time to adjust. I got frustrated, I tried summoning help, I fought phantoms for the hope of better gear, I stacked as many elixirs as I could. The only mechanic I feel I never worked out was how to perform ninjutsu. After the boss, the game opens up to a hub world. There are side missions with rewards, there's a dojo to practice in, a blacksmith to improve weapons and armor, and a shrine to level up. I love the idea of the side missions being small diversions that don't take much time, but give the player a new scenario to have fun with the combat system in. I appreciate the different types of weapons and how the different stances affect them. My only concern is I wonder if the struggle I went through to defeat the second boss is emblematic of the game as a whole. I felt I learned a lot about the game and improved significantly in defeating that boss. It's a good sense of accomplishment. My fear is that the scope of that struggle was so immense that either the game is going to become a lot easier until it requires another such struggle to progress, or worse, each new level is going to require that struggle. Thanks for watching. So, should you play Nioh? Well, if you like games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, this is a game in that style, but it has its own sense of self. If you enjoy a significant level of challenge with a variety of play styles, I think you'll really dig what Nioh has to offer. On the other hand, if my tale about how long it took to defeat the second boss filled you with anxiety, if you dislike the idea of butting your head against a challenge until you persevere and having to take that amount of time to do so, or if you're just tired with the whole Dark Souls genre, then perhaps you should give Nioh a pass. As always, please tell me what you thought about Nioh and this video in the comments. If you'd like to help the channel and show me some love, please like the video, share it on your favorite social media sites, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I hope you're all having a wonderful day.